Welcome to my world. 2 escargot, pate, frisee, 2 green salads.
Okay, Manny sauce here.
Lamb chop, steak frites.
Shouldn't you be doing something?
2 smoked filet and a pepper steak. Come on, make the dessert. Chocolate tart, please. As a cook, tastes and smells are my memories, and now I'm in search of new ones. So I'm leaving New York City and hope to have a few epiphanies around the world, and I'm willing to go to some lengths to do that.
I am looking for extremes of emotion and experience.
I'll try anything, I'll risk everything, I have nothing to lose. My fellow Americans, what is our one culinary contribution to the world that's as original as jazz, baseball, rock and roll? That's right, barbecue.
Ribs fall right off the bone.
It's all ours. Even the French can't do it. So what do I know about barbecue? Yep, that about sums it up for me. Good night, and thanks for tuning in. I kid. Actually, it turns out there's a barbecue debate more heated than the last presidential election.
There's just no element of barbecue that's not controversial.
What could possibly be controversial about barbecue?
The cooking unit, the meat, fuel, the seasoning, and the most elusive, the expertise of the chef.
I grew up in the country, sleeping on a tree limb 30 feet off the ground. It's only natural that I wind up cutting trees down and cooking with them now.
So what does all this madness add up to? It's the elusive barbecue triangle. 3 regions of the U.S. locked in deadly battle over who does it the best. Kansas City.
Can't say it's barbecue capital of the world.
Texas.
Oh, this is going to be Texas-style barbecue, but, you know, just be sure that you like it.
And North Carolina.
Everyone has their special secrets, so, you know, we got ours.
Never fear, I, your intrepid host, will investigate.
I probably shouldn't wear my white linen suit when eating here.
Yeah. First assignment, Kansas City.
Serious barbecue people.
Kansas City is a microcosm of the barbecue world. While other regions specialize in specific meats, in Kansas City, they'll cook anything, anyhow. If it moves, barbecue it.
One thing I've learned, good barbecue is not always pretty. Woke up to Oklahoma Joe's. Gas station, liquor store, convenience store, some of the finest barbecue in this country.
If you want to get to the bottom of something, you start at the top. So I make a dinner date with Carolyn Wells, Executive Director of the Kansas City Barbecue Society.
What should I order here?
My favorite menu item is the Carolina pork sandwich, which is a pulled pork sandwich with slaw on top, served with Bubba sauce, but their ribs are great, and I think they're cooking up some burnt ends just for you.
Burnt ends, beef brisket. What is a burnt end?
A burnt end is the charred part of the brisket after it's cooked that they used to throw away. Only in Kansas City that I know of have they really become menu items. Here they collect them all week so they can offer them one night during the week.
Oh, wow. Now, this is criminally good. Flavor up the yin-yang, it's great. So are there barbecue nerds?
Absolutely. Complete with the plastic things in the pocket with meat thermometers sticking out.
Who makes the best barbecue?
Well, Kansas City, of course.
A bold claim. In order to properly evaluate, I need to find someone in the trenches. A fellow chef.
Sunday afternoon in Kansas. We're here to talk about barbecue with the world-recognized Grandmaster Authority on the subject, Kansas City barbecue, Paul Kirk, known as the Baron of Barbecue.
I'm searching for that ultimate barbecue. I've never found it.
Paul Kirk is like a barbecue prize fighter turned manager. He won loads of international competitions, and now he trains rookies. I decide to investigate, even if it means I gotta do a little work, maybe get my hands sticky.
It's apron time for you.
Jesus, am I putting on weight?
Okay, what I have here, 3 briskets. I want to know which one you would pick and why.
Like the feel and the look of this guy. Nice fat layer, a nice conformation and shape, and I'm expecting that'll be a nice mix of fat and lean. So how'd I do?
Very good. I'm going to show you how I trim them, and then I'm going to let you trim the other one. I'm going to try to trim down to 1/4 to 1/8 of an inch of fat. Now you get to do
All right.
it.
Time to show Paul a little classically trained technique.
Take off some of this fat, all right?
I know what I'm doing. I'm standing back.
Yeah, you see me aiming at something good. Stop me. All right, boss, how'd I do? It hurts, doesn't it?
Okay, this is a knife, not a saw.
Oh.
You're going like that. You forgot the most important part.
Right, the right angle. So not a complete disgrace, but definitely rookie status.
Okay, maybe I've been away from the kitchen a little too long.
No, that's very good. Okay, we're gonna season these up.
All right.
Season salt, celery salt, onion salt, garlic salt. That's a basic rub. Now I tell my students, add your signature. Pick out 3 seasonings.
Some examples of seasonings that people might use without being silly would be coriander.
Coriander, oh.
I saw that in your book. No?
Oregano, cumin, allspice. Got their wrist action down better than I do.
Now that I've shown Paul a thing or two, it's time to put the brisket in the cooker.
Oh, there he is. Now, how many hours are we talking about?
We're talking probably, since it's certified Angus, probably 14.
14 hours? I don't think we'll be seeing barbecue brisket on Iron Chef anytime soon.
That's one of the great things about barbecue is that it is the absolute antithesis of fast food.
It's 15 hours, nice and moist, juicy.
Just beautiful.
See, now here's a good smoke ring. Good color, good penetration.
God, it's moist, too.
Yes.
Beautiful.
And there's bread. Fix yourself a sandwich.
Will do. Sauce or not sauce?
One with sauce, one without sauce. It's simple.
It's about perfect. You know, try a little with the sauce. Tough call.
Oh, it is. Really is. Yeah.
This stuff is so good, I'm ready to vote Paul Kirk into the White House. But it's not all about the chef, is it?
This does not look like a backyard grill.
It doesn't?
No.
Now, that's an $8,000 pit. I designed this in close pits down in Texas, built it for me. One thing I'll say about David is, first of all, you go around to all the different pits around. Look at the workmanship.
So we're talking real craftsmanship here.
Yeah.
Just when you think you've seen it all, $8,000 barbecues? This will require further study. I love meat. Pork, veal, beef, you name it. I was trained in the classical French manner, for God's sakes. And that means rich, fatty foods. But for years, I've had the antiseptic advantage of ordering up my meat over the phone from my New York butcher and having it arrive in my kitchen in neat plastic wrap packages. It's time to face the music. I need to see where this stuff comes from. So I thought I'd look into it while in Portugal. To be honest, I knew very little of Portugal. I knew this was a nation of navigators. Beyond that, it was a big blank page for me.
When I pictured Portugal, I wanted it to look like this.
All I know for sure is that Jose, the owner of the New York restaurant where I work, is enthusiastic about his country. He grew up here and truly loves Portuguese food. And when he heard I was planning to eat my way around the world, he invited me here. The very first thing I learned is that the Portuguese don't waste an ounce of animal.
In the front window of a meat store, hoof proudly displayed. That is so cool.
These are free-range chickens. We don't take the neck out. You know, everything is in there intact. The feet, we use everything. That's the tripes.
Oh, man.
Pig's head here, pig's tail over there.
I think we're missing the boat on a lot of this stuff.
But Jose assures me that I can see where all of this stuff comes from at his family's annual pork feast. He's talked about this event so much and so enthusiastically that I've always wanted to go with him.
Gotta sing it, yeah?
It's not like waking up at the Ramada Inn.
Jose's family farm is perfect. Gorgeous countryside, vineyards, adorable children, and friendly locals.
Good day to kill a pig.
Ever since I've been working for Jose, he's been telling me about an annual Portuguese tradition that dates back to medieval times, the pig slaughter.
Every week, the pig is getting fat. Even as we speak, I've been getting regular updates.
The whole family gets involved. The neighbors come, and it's a big social event.
Just a way to say the party begin.
It's a traditional warning to vegetarians.
No, there's no vegetarians here.
After all the smoke clears from the fireworks, it's time to get down to business.
Food chain in action.
These professional butchers are hired for the day to do the job of killing the pig.
If I was just a little slower and a little stupider, that could be me.
As a chef, I love and appreciate meat. It's about time I take responsibility for my actions and at least witness the job that sustains me and feeds me. The deed is performed quickly and efficiently. I knew it wasn't going to be pretty. I knew it would be bloody and disturbing. It's easy to pick up a phone, send me 2 pork loins, 10 orders of pig's feet. And now I've seen how we got to that point. All I can do as a chef is to go back to the mantra, waste nothing and be as good a cook as one can be.
Almost every single piece of this animal will be used, eaten, and enjoyed.
The pig is quickly cleaned out and its organs saved for several different dishes.
Oh, here we go. Liver, lungs, heart, and the tongue.
Yeah.
Cool. That's the tenderloin. Look at that. It's beautiful. Tripes here.
All these things, they're gonna wash it and they're used to do sausage.
Everything is for casing.
Casings, yeah.
To that. Still steaming.
Now they're gonna wash the pig inside with red wine.
This goes back to the Romans, I think.
Yeah. And besides that, the wine has some tannins there, and and also is some alcohol.
Bacterial growth.
Exactly.
That looks good. That's appetizing now. Beautiful.
Before we start breaking the pig down into constituent parts, José's family and friends gather around for an old Portuguese tradition. It's their way of honoring and respecting the pig.
Okay, this is sort of like, poetry slam or playing the dozens or, a rap competition. This is a song, by the way, about recent events.
One gets the impression watching these guys that these traditions have been around forever, that they truly know how to treat food with respect.
It goes from singer to singer, each one trying to outdo the other one with better and funnier rhymes. We have another candidate. That's what's going on.
I like this. Maybe I should adopt this tradition in my kitchen. A little tambourine, a couple of ukuleles, throw in a harmonica, and we'd be good to go. It's day 2 on José's farm, and it's back to the barn to check on the pig.
Okay.
All right. There's my little friend. Looking good.
So these gentlemen, they're gonna show us how we do this thing, how we take it apart.
Almost every part of this pig will be used or eaten in various delightful ways. Cuts of the pig's head, ears, neck, and shoulders, and even the pig's feet all go in a one stew pot. The backbone and the skin are mostly used to flavor soups.
It's beautiful looking fat. I'm looking at this. That's gorgeous. This is pure gold, right?
Yeah.
The rind and fat are multi-purpose. They're used for sausages, crackling, and flavoring. Then, of course, there are the familiar cuts of meat.
You've got this nice belly meat in there.
Exactly.
This is almost bacon.
Yeah.
That's nice lean meat.
This is used barbecue.
All those little scraps are going in a sausage. So far, I see about 8 ounces of unusable trim off this animal.
So this is the biggest prize,
The front leg up here.
This front leg is going to be made into presunto, the Portuguese version of prosciutto. Cool. I always wanted to know how prosciutto was made, and it's a fairly simple process.
So now we are preparing the salt mix. Salt, a little pepper, and cumins.
And I see a little fresh garlic in there also, right?
Exactly.
You give it a rub down.
The salt rub and it's massage.
Sort of exfoliating and a massage at the same time. My muscles are getting all tense just looking at this.
All right, let's go.
The next step is to bury these pork legs in salt for about 30 days. The salt cures the meat by sucking out the moisture.
That's the traditional salt boxes. So now we're gonna put some salt in there.
Centuries old thing.
Now we cover it with salt, okay? Tuck it very well. Then the belly and the ribs, they just lay on top.
Right. You're not looking for a strong cure on this stuff at all. You're flavoring it, and even more importantly, historically, you are preserving it. So again, necessity caused us to discover something really tasty.
So that's it. Now we're just gonna cover.
There we go.
And that's the end of it, okay?
In 30 days, these pieces will be hung in a smokehouse and flavored to perfection. Voila, prosciutto. Now there's one last pig part to deal with.
We have the bladder someplace, right?
It's time for bladder ball.
Yes. That's the pig's bladder. So traditionally what they used to do this, and then they would they would cover with leather, and we come up a perfect soccer ball, you know? Oops. You want to try to shoot?
I was told by some Portuguese guys in my kitchen that when you're a kid, the highlight of any pig feast is a game of soccer using the pig's smoked bladder, another tradition that's been around for centuries.
I think there's a future in American sports for this.
All right, so I'm no Pele, and my lungs are about to give out. I've had enough.
That mountain over there, it's a perfect pyramid.
Oh, yeah.
The most exciting thing about Portugal has been the certain knowledge that I'm looking at it from a privileged position. That I'm a guest of a large, passionate, extended family who have gathered together for the big pig feast.
Who do we got? Let's see. Your mother, I know.
Yes, this is a friend of mine, very good friend of mine. It's another very good friend of mine. Wow. And my brother, Bourdain, the local priest. It's another cousin, so this is Tony. There's more cousins here, a different crowd every day.
It's an ever-changing cast of characters already. I love it.
They keep coming in the door. They seem to be carrying food. Some of them have knives. They all seem to be involved in the cooking of the food.
The demarcation of labor is very mysterious.
Unlike my kitchen, there's no clear chain of command. Everybody's got a little contribution. It's great when a family's cooking for you, and even greater when it's a family with a farm where they actually grow this stuff. The potatoes come from there, the oranges, the olives, the wine is made on premises, and of course, all that pork.
All right, that looks good. After a busy morning, pig killing and gutting, and a nice bowl of caldo verde.
Tony's request, caldo verde, you know.
My first brush with Portuguese cooking was a bowl of caldo verde in Provincetown, Massachusetts, when I was 17. It's my favorite soup.
Wonderful. Yeah, this is better than the stuff I had in Provincetown. Yeah, I'm a convert.
This homemade recipe beats anything I've had in the past. It's kale and chorizo sausage and a potato and olive oil base, flavored with a smoked bone of prosciutto.
I'll say this is a perfect caldo verde. That's why I like it, you know.
The chorizo, too, is nice, really smoky and more flavorful.
If this is any indication of what's coming next, I'm in for a big treat. As long as I've known Jose, he's always been a maniac for organ meat. You might think liver, heart, disgusting. But on Jose's family farm, these are coveted dishes.
You have a little art?
Beautiful. All right, bon appetit.
Bon appetit.
First up, the liver.
Yes, that's good. I generally don't like pork liver, but this is excellent.
When it's this fresh, it's got a milder flavor. But I'm really impressed by the heart.
Man, that's really good. You know, this is very distinctive.
It kind of tastes like filet mignon.
It's wonderful.
The next dish includes the more extreme cuts of pig that I've never tried.
One more pig's feet here.
It smells good.
Can you smell it?
Yeah.
I give you the snout.
From one pig extremity to another, Jose's working himself into a fever pitch.
A little bit of the ear there.
Little ear.
A little bit of the feet. Okay.
And his enthusiasm's really rubbing off.
And look at this, all one animal. The different parts all have distinct flavor. They all have slightly different consistencies.
Thank you.
It's sensational. He's got great flavor. Smells, jowls.
And to accompany a great meal is the homemade wine.
Tony.
Right about now, I'm busting out at the seams. Just when I'm about to cry uncle, out comes one last thing, a seriously dense flan.
Something to do with the pig too. It's a very particular flan that use some of the rendered pork fat.
This flan-type dish is made only from egg yolks, sugar, and pork fat. Tell that to your cardiologist.
This is wonderful. It should be illegal.
It comes from the quality of the eggs.
Oh, man, that's so good.
This is excellent. Delicious, delicious.
Okay, so I'm beginning to feel like that pig. Wait a second. Maybe they're trying to fatten me up for next season's slaughter.
Bring my gurney around. These guys are planning the next meal already.
Now you understand why Portuguese have a light breakfast, you know? You see, they know how to help themselves up.
These guys could go on eating all day. It's seems unpretentious. The idea of a sterile laboratory-type kitchen situation, it's very much the opposite of what food's about in Portugal. It's all about friends, family, and good local stuff with a long tradition attached to it. From Kansas to Texas.
You'd think there's some hard and fast rules, the individual way they do things in certain states. And I gotta tell you, I'm getting pretty confused. But one thing I'm not confused about is who builds, designs, and constructs the best pits, maybe in the universe. This is the man, Dave Close. And what's that grinding sound in the background? That's the making of
That's a bunch of guys
pit.
making metal stuff, you know. It's not safe around a welder.
No kidding. This place looks like an episode of Monster Garage and a Boeing plant all rolled into one. If you think a pit is just a hole in the ground, think again.
And I honestly believe that we make some of the highest quality and best engineered pits in the world. And I won't stop until I've made something out of everything in the planet Earth. You don't want to park a car next to us, trust me.
Okay, so you're in the market for a barbecue pit, and you show up here. Dave is willing to custom design a pit for your individual needs. Your military kitchen coming up short on appliances?
This is bulletproof glass?
Yeah, this is the phone booth that was in the war in Sarajevo 3 years ago. These in the car pits where you build a police car into a barbecue pit or something, the danger of that's that you never know.
Right.
You don't know if the glass is going to explode.
Perhaps you're tough on appliances and require a more durable model.
This is solid. You make solid objects.
I can actually fire a .357 Magnum in this.
You've tried that?
Yes, I have. I've shot everything in sight.
Maybe you're a hungry cosmonaut looking for a Dave Close encounter.
I was working at NASA for years, and the administrator of NASA's a woman. I told her I wanted to pit on the moon. She said, why? Why do you want to pit on the moon? I said, because when the Russians or anyone else lands, I want them to see the world's first close interplanetary grill.
Maybe you desire a simpler model, but souped up with all the extras.
Gas injected with a burner on the side. Very small smokestack in it. Adjustable fire rack, ash pan.
Maybe you're thinking, I've got too many kitchen appliances. I need to simplify.
Now this is a 14-foot beer bottle. In the neck is an actual 3-gallon pony keg with a beer tap right here. You just take this to your house, pull up, light it, pull out a couple of cases of beer. The whole block will shut down and have a party.
No matter what your needs, you never leave the lot without taking a test drive.
These are sausage stuffed and bacon wrapped quail. These things are spectacular. Now this is the good stuff. This is my signature dish. This is actually 8 to 10 count tiger shrimp that are stuffed with stone claw crab meat, wrapped with a malletized chicken tender, wrapped in maple smoked bacon and soaked in Cabernet Sauvignon overnight.
This guy is full of surprises. I thought he was going to pull out some carbonized hot dogs or something.
This is an amazing dish. You cannot mess this up. If you do it bad, it's incredible. If you do it right, it'll take the top of your head off. Give that a shot.
Damn, look at that. Okay, this is amazing.
You gotta try this quail, though.
Oh, you're not kidding.
This is spectacular.
Wow, that's beautiful. This has got to be illegal somewhere. Oh, yeah, that's way too good. I think I'm on the Atkins diet. That's like all meat, right? I haven't seen a vegetable in like 3-4 days. Man knows how to cook. It's not just food. It's not just a lifestyle. It's a calling, and
it's an illness. Well, at least I didn't try Cobra Heart, you know. I heard that you tried. I heard you almost got ate by a lion in Africa.
No, that's next season.
So Texans can make barbecue pits. But can Texans barbecue? Dave says he knows a place where they make some of the best ribs and brisket in the nation.
So, yeah, where are we, Dave?
Yeah, we're at Roy Burns Barbecue. It's been here about 30, 35 years. Some of the best barbecue in Houston. I just wanted Tony to try it and see how real Southern hospitality and quality last, you know.
Southern hospitality? Good Lord, it looks like a decent sneeze would level this place. That doesn't seem to stop the customers.
People come from all over Houston, southwest side, east side, everywhere. They drive in traffic to get over here to eat this barbecue.
That is definitely an endorsement, if you're willing to suffer for good food.
And he's probably got a sauce that he wouldn't give up if you put a gun to his head, you know?
Anyone got a gun? All right.
Despite outward appearances, Burns Barbecue is a large operation. They have a sizable staff and huge pits bursting at the seams with slow-cooking ribs and briskets.
Those right there will be there for about 5-6 more hours. My choice is the ribs. I love the ribs. That's my specialty.
According to Roy, the secret to his barbecue lies in the fuel.
Slow burning oak. Posto. That's the secret, doing the slow.
Hey, I'm sold.
Yeah, but you know what? Enough food for two is good. That's for us? Beautiful. Oh, man, it smells unbelievable. All right, well, thank you, sir. Yes, please. Thank you. Okay, great. We'll see them out front. Thanks, sir. We got 2 sample platters here.
Oh, that's good brisket there, buddy. His ribs are delicious, man. Try some of that sauce.
Yeah, I've been, believe me, I've been mopping. That is some fine eating.
You got a mustard-based potato salad with pickles. Goes with the barbecue. What they call asymmetric flavors.
Everybody I met in Kansas City and everybody I met in Texas, they're damn intellectuals. I'm like always the stupidest guy in town everywhere I've been so far.
Well, I didn't go through the 3rd grade for nothing. That was the worst 9 years of my life.
It's an amazing rib.
Roy really understands the business.
But the main thing is I tell my customer to come back and tell me, you know, if it's bad or good. So then I start looking for ways to change.
Right. Well, you know, when you see cars lined up down the street, that's a good tip-off, right?
Limos and Cadillacs that pull up here, man. You never know who's getting out.
Burns' place may not get a 30 for decor from the Zagat's anytime soon, but Roy has mastered the golden rule: make good food. So if you're on a quiet rural road in Houston and you see a huge line, get in it. You may just get to try one of the tastiest secrets in America. My barbecue investigation so far has introduced me to award-winning pitmasters and world-famous barbecue hotspots. But most of America gets their barbecue from one place, their own backyard. In this case, we're in the backyard of barbecue connoisseur John Lonergan.
This is a strange and exotic environment for me. I have this overwhelming urge to put on an apron saying, you know, world's best dad, or I'm with stupid, or I need a novelty apron.
Nice and quiet. Nobody to, you know, bother you. It's peaceful. You know, phone's not ringing.
This is the essence of barbecue. Sitting in the backyard, waiting for the ribs to cook, drinking beer, right?
I think those ribs are just about done, too. You want to go ahead and pop it open and take a peek?
Of course I do. Rubbed with mustard and spices, these ribs cook for 4 hours. John pours on the slurry made from Coke and brown sugar.
Oh yeah, that's delicious.
And 1 hour later, the perfect ribs.
I'll get the plate out, and I'll let you do the honors. Chop up some ribs.
Oh yeah, cool. And I'm cooking a lot on this show. I'm actually touching food on this episode. This is something I don't do.
You know, it's good.
Putting me to work.
All that beer you're drinking, you got to get some exercise.
Thanks.
You're welcome. So we're ready to go eat.
Excellent.
All right. And we got some salad.
Salad, wow, I forget what that is.
Got something for you here.
Way too nice of you. Oh. Well, I kind of get my wish, don't I? Here. Okay, I can put this right to work, yes?
Yes, sir. There's a knife for you. Let's see if you remember how to cut ribs.
If I don't stop working with food on this show, people are going to start thinking I'm an actual chef.
I'm ready to eat.
Me too. If I remember, in the dimly remembered past, when I last saw one of these, I think this is called a salad.
Dig in. Oh, you know, actually, it's
literally falling off the bone.
It's terrible here. Let me take that from you.
Keep your eyes on your own plate, buddy.
When the meat and the bone come apart that easy, you know you got some good ribs.
A true American experience. Real backyard barbecue.
This is the barbecue story encapsulated, you know?
Now I can really say I've been everywhere. I came to Morocco looking to go to the Sahara.
I want to eat roasted goat or camel grilled over an open fire. I want to eat sheep's eyeballs, and when I look out, I want to see an absolutely unbroken vista of nothingness.
To the Western mind, Morocco can be a surreal-looking place. Tilt your head and you'll see desert, and in the background, snow-capped mountains. You'll see a community built largely of mud and straw, and yet there'll be an internet cafe. So to use the old saw, it is a country of contrasts.
We just left Fez, which is a rabbit warren of activity.
Fez is, of course, the longtime center of Moroccan cuisine. When you think of Moroccan cuisine, you think couscous. No question about it.
This is wonderful.
Kebabs of lamb or beef, known here by the French name brochette, are pretty common. Each meal starts with a variety of small salads that range from pickled and spiced vegetables to lamb liver to olives.
Rice and corn salad here, beet salad. Lovely.
Fez is most famous for its tagine, another signature dish of Moroccan cooking. Tagine is a stew of chicken, beef, lamb, or vegetables, subtly spiced and cooked in a conical clay dish known as, you guessed it, a tagine. Moroccans eat almost all their meals at home, and I was lucky enough to get invited to some of these. So I've had the best Fez has to offer.
already deliriously happy. It's just smelling it.
But now I'm headed to the desert to have a whole new experience.
So as I understand it, we're crossing the mountains. We're going to eat some road food, and then I'm looking for nomadic desert-dwelling food. They do, as I understand it, dig a hole in the sand and chuck in a lot of hot coals, roll a big animal in there, and let it roast away. It's supposed to be fantastic. So I'm looking to stand in one place and turn 360 degrees and see nothing but sand. And I'm looking to be about as far away from everything I know as I've ever been.
Abdul is my guide, my driver, my mentor. He knows his country, loves his country. He's very proud of the cuisine. He's a bit of an operator, but he's a guy who loves food and knows where to get it. What's good?
Yeah, Berber tagine or couscous.
Tagine, couscous. Couscous, tagine. Get that just about everywhere.
Salad, different things. Brochette.
Maybe some brochette.
Or I think they have also rabbit.
Rabbit. International House of Pancakes.
There's hotels like this all over, where you drive across hundreds of miles of barren desert or high atop a mountain. When you finally reach the place, there's a tour bus filled with tourists.
Here we are all the way up in the mountains, surrounded by rather spectacular views. You know, it's like a Princess Cruise line in the middle of nowhere. Is that B. Arthur over there? This is a Muslim country, and I'm pleased to see that we are on a tiny island of godlessness, meaning beer. I see we have trout here. It's supposed to be good. I see a lot of freshwater streams.
People are always telling me eat more salad, and I'm always saying bad things about vegetarians, so it's a good thing. Okay, what do we got here? Two trout who are undoubtedly leaping happily out of the water only a few hundred yards from this location. And we have, apparently the local translation of the word veal is open to interpretation because that looks like beef to me, but it looks good. Actually, I'll tell you if it's veal or beef in a second. Good, maybe youngish beef.
The trout is grilled and simply served with saffron rice, roasted potatoes, and stewed carrots.
Very nice. Lovely. Let's eat. Good. Fresh. You know, I'm usually not a freshwater fish fan, but it's local, it's fresh. This is really good.
It's good, all right, but this is no desert barbecue.
This is like on the way to the desert. We're not even there yet. We're not even close. A roadside snack. There's a lot of sugar in that tea around here. I'll tell you where we were, but I don't know. Long road, man. A long road to the desert.
Finally, we reach the end of the road, the frontier town of Rissani, the last stop before the dunes. We'll sleep here before our final push to the Sahara. I don't want to eat in the hotel. I just don't want to do it. I've come all this way. I don't want to be sitting around in a room full of tourists tucking into tourist food.
Okay, let's see if we can find anything edible here. I'd rather not eat in my hotel tonight.
So, daredevil that I am, I say, we'll go to the market. Now, warning sign. I tell Abdul that I want to do this, and he rolls his eyes up to the heavens, not very encouragingly.
Nothing but raw meat here. Not looking too promising. No food, huh? Yeah, no soup, no kebabs. I should have listened. Didn't smell too good in there either, huh? It smelled like something freaking died.
My search for authentic Moroccan food is not going well.
One, local specialty. Two. No, that's not bad. What was that I just ate, by the way? We'll see how I feel tomorrow. We'll probably have a better idea. What was the line from The Odd Couple? They find something in Oscar's refrigerator that was either very old meat or very young cheese. Here's where I sleep back into my hotel with my tail between my legs. Oh, Heineken. Life is good. So what we got here is chicken tagine, and apparently tagine covers a whole multitude of sins. I mean, this is very different than what we've seen.
Yes, different.
Chicken with raisins and
onion.
Onion. And it smells very different.
Tastes a little bit sweet.
Looks like it was actually cooked in this tagine, judging from the sizzling.
Anything that's cooked slow in a really, really heavy object like clay, and anytime you cook in clay, it's going to be better. Just like anytime you grill over wood, it's almost always going to be better.
So a new take on an old favorite. Tagine offers many possibilities, but that's not what I came here for. I want my whole roasted lamb.
So tomorrow, the dunes. Going out on a big sand dune. Contemplate the mysteries of the great vastness.
And tear into hunks of sizzling meat.
Okay, cheers, bigger.
Good. Bismillah.
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 We're rocking away.
We're rocking away. You can do it, I can do it. All right.
I want a whole lamb, cooked in a clay oven like I saw in the movie. And I want the testicles. I say, do what you have to do. I want a whole lamb. Further negotiations, incomprehensible to me, ensue.
They have a lot of ships.
Yes, looks like it's all arranged.
So where are we going, by the way?
Go by ship.
Oh, good.
As we walk down these shabby, dark, dusty, narrow streets, deeper and deeper into the backwater of Risani, I'm beginning to get this feeling that I'm part of some sinister and vaguely criminal conspiracy. And I'm beginning to get the idea, when we're joined by a guy who seems to be carrying some menacing-looking cutlery, that my desire for a whole lamb dinner on the dunes is going to mean bad news for another living creature.
What are we discussing?
We're talking about the price. عشان غنديرهم ماشي هما اللي يخلصوا وحنا اللي نخلصوا
والله ما هذا ما كتساوني الا والله الا تكسب الساون دابا باش يلا زيد سير
90
Sounds good to me.
Yeah, see, this is the bench team waiting to get in on the action up there.
He's very good at this. Fast.
There are very prescribed means of killing an animal in the Islamic faith. It is slaughtered and prepared as instructed by the Quran. Halal preparation of meat. One points the animal towards Mecca, immediately cuts its throat, dresses it, constantly washing.
What do they usually cook up?
Just meat and
balls. Balls.
Yeah, with the balls.
Good?
Yes.
This guy will happily tell you eating testicles is not unusual. They eat calves' testicles in the U.S., only they call them Rocky Mountain oysters. I've personally never had them, so I've got to try them.
That intestinal lining there. Perfect for merguez, spicy Moroccan lamb sausage. Just clean that up and pump in your nice lamb and spice mix. Tie it off in a lynx. You got something really good. I saw this on cable in France, actually. Pay-per-view. Good, yes, save the crepine.
Yes.
I like to wrap the brochettes. Oh, that's really good. I like that. I would do the same thing myself.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. It's for classic French. Into the bag.
When Tony gets hungry, things die.
In the desert.
Here's something. That's the sound of sand being scraped off my lunch. Now, that doesn't sound like a good thing, but it is. Going down.
Oh, yeah. If you're sitting out in the middle of nowhere with some cool blue Berber dudes cooking you bread,
Bismillah.
And you know you're doing something pretty extraordinary. It tastes great. Not a single grain of sand ended up in my food.
So, you don't need pots and pans, none of that fancy non-stick stuff. No oven, just dig a hole in the ground. Need a bowl, a little water, that's it.
That's all.
I was gonna say, I wish you could taste this, but I want to be the only person I know who have eaten this. Too good to share. Great.
After lunch, we continue on to the Berber camp. I did not expect what would be waiting for me. Full bar, Hef-style pillows, carpets.
Cheers. Cheers.
This is better than I pictured a desert oasis. Time to put the meat on. What we got going?
Put this in.
Putting the nuts back in there.
Give it a good rub down with water, onion, mount him on a stick, wire him tight so he doesn't fall down, and jab them into a mud oven. Oh, yeah. So this is a packed mud oven. You're going to put out almost all of the coals. The lamb's going to go in, and just the residual heat in that oven, and a few of the coals are going to be enough to roast that sucker up. Oh, and the flavor is going to be amazing. I'm really having a good time. You done good, Abdul. Seal that bad boy up. They've been doing this for centuries. I used to use the word old school. This is old school.
I was going to put the ship.
Okay, good. Looking forward to this. He's pleased. All right.
It must be not very hot.
Right.
Medium, otherwise...
It'll burn. It'll get too dark. See ya. That's beautiful.
Yeah.
You're going to put the top on? I'm really loving this. How long does he think it's going to cook? 2 hours. That's fantastic. Great. A little late supper, perfect.
If there is some even very small hole,
it's no good.
It's not good.
Right. So checking for leaks.
Admit it, this is the greatest thing ever.
All right. I'll be at the bar. You're sitting around with sand in between your toes in the middle of the northern Sahara with the smell of roasting lamb in the distance. It feels pretty damn good. I'm happy.
Got a beautiful soup here.
Harira soup. It's vegetables, lamb, chickpeas, and rice.
Okay, Moroccan.
Yes. Bismillah?
Bismillah.
Bismillah.
Always.
Well, it's good. You know,
It's good.
I've had this dish 3 times. It tastes different every time.
Yeah.
Lamb is more predominant. My lamb is ready.
No.
How do they know it's done? Timing. Done this before, I gather. It's like telepathy. I'm sending messages. I'm ready. Drum roll, please. That is looking really good. That sucker's done. Magnificent.
The idea of eating whole lamb meshwa, Berber style, or Moroccan style in general, you're eating with your hands. You're not traveling with cutlery.
That's a Flintstone-sized portion.
Seeing if you're able to pull off shreds of fat and skin, meat, pop it right into your mouth.
Oh, yeah. I know what that is. The testicles.
Testicles, you say? Sheep testicles. Tony, that's disgusting. That's horrible.
Bismillah.
Bismillah. I believe these call these Rocky Mountain oysters. Mmm.
Tasty.
Very tender. You know what? Those are really good.
In fact, with a flavor much like sweetbreads.
Or minced.
Imagine veal, only fluffier and more tender.
Make you strong, like bull.
It's aphrodisiac.
Yeah, think about that. Wait, listen, I just knocked off a whole nut myself. Wonderful. It couldn't be better. Fresh, crispy, delightful. Please thank the chef. This is wonderful. Thank him for an extraordinary experience.
Thank him for all the extra work and everything.
You don't know what you're missing.
This rocks. I came a long way from my whole roasted lamb. If next week I'm hit by a truck, one of the things that will give me some comfort is I saw the sun set over the Sahara, and I ate my whole roasted lamb. It's just perfect. It's just like the movies. Life finally lives up to its advertising. Vegetarians, be very afraid. You know that scene at the end of horror films when the audience screams, "Don't go in," but the protagonist goes in anyway? Well, this is that scene for you. We're at Churrascaria Porcão. This is all about meat, lots of meat, massive, horrific, just torrents of glistening, perfectly cooked meat. I'm hoping. Fabio assured me that it is here that I will attain the highest level of karaoke enlightenment. Beef, pork, poultry, lamb, steaks, chops, fillets, entire primal sections of animals. They've got cuts of meat here I never even knew existed. Grilled or rotisserie? Before you answer, don't bother. The idea here is that you eat it all. This is an essential part of Brazilian cuisine, the churrascaria. An onslaught of meat delivered by knife-wielding waiters. That just fills me with terror right away.
I've been very unkind to a lot of waiters over the years. I'm distinctly uncomfortable having a waiter with a sharp knife this close to my throat. Yeah.
Despite all that, it's not total anarchy. There is a system. Well, sort of.
More meat?
Yeah, let's rest for a while.
Please, God, stop. I've been flashing this thing for about 10 minutes, and they keep bringing me meat. Well, not that I'm unhappy about that.
Enough. I am unhappy about that.
Help. You know, I think I've hit my wall of meat. When Crazy Joe Gallo was eating at a Barrow's Clam House, I hope and expect that this was the point at which the outside unknown assassin came in and put a cap in his head. Because I'm yearning for that right now. Which would be preferable to eating more meat at this point. Though I have to say, these chicken hearts are outstanding.
Tony, really, I'm so sorry, but I have to go, man.
I want to be him.
This guy always has someplace better to go. Not that I blame him. Life is good down here. Any place where the karaoke way is the way is a good place. A culture that finds the karaoke charming speaks of a true understanding of what's really good about living on this planet. Barbecue burnout, culinary peril of the American South. Happily, I find myself at the final stop of the barbecue triangle.
Where are we, North Carolina, cradle of barbecue? Where most people will tell you it all began.
Okay, what's the difference between Texas, Kansas City, and North Carolina barbecue? North Carolina, it's all about pig, 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 pig. And when you're talking about Eastern North Carolina, you're talking about nose to tail, everything but the squeak.
During my travels, I hear about a joint called Mitchell's, where they proudly specialize in whole hog barbecue.
All right, let's go. We're going to the pit now.
I'm introduced to proprietor Ed Mitchell, who promises to come clean on their entire operation. First step, trimming the pig.
You'll let Tony cut the feet.
What am I thinking? I'm thinking about an episode of The Sopranos I saw a few weeks ago.
Getting good at this, huh? Every now and then we get one like me. He's a little healthy. He has a lot of fat glands.
A lot of actors in Hollywood pay to have that done, you know, while they're still alive.
Now this one, it got all the good stuff in it.
Tongue, the brains, eyeballs, thymus gland.
Yep. This is good eating. Now she's ready to go on. Spank it. Now he'll tell you the story on that. That is really a symbolic of a salute, because he's really going to make him somebody very happy.
My old gym teacher used to do that to me a lot. He's in jail now.
He got to spank him now. You're one of the balls now. You're an official barbecue man now. We got you now. All right.
It's time to cook the hog.
We like to cook from 8 to 10 hours. We definitely don't like to cook them anything under that.
Right.
True American food. You gotta want to get it.
Pretty.
And to me, that's real barbecue.
The pit crew goes to work deboning the pig, pulling off the ribs, and hand chopping the meat.
We're gonna chop this and put it back into the skin. Okay, we're actually letting Tony taste it to make sure that it meets his approval. What we do here, we want to make sure that the tenderness is there, that it's done.
That's delicious. That's fantastic.
Just when I'm ready to dig in, Ed tells me it's time for the most important step.
We're getting ready to season it. That is, put the vinegar and pepper sauce in it. You know, this is putting the icing on the cake.
In eastern North Carolina, you won't find tomato in the barbecue sauce. Get out your recipe cards. For every 100 pounds of pulled pork, simply add a load of red and black pepper, lots and lots of sugar, even more salt, then a real lot of vinegar, then just mix it all by hand. But it's not that easy. It's serious business.
Tad bit more salt. A little bit of white gold sugar. Did you put the crushed red pepper in there? Yeah, too much. Yeah, a little tad too much vinegar in this. Oh, yeah.
Once Ed signs off, the meat is spread out and sprinkled with bits of crispy pigskin cracklings.
Yeah, I have been eating barbecue for days, but I haven't seen this. This is beautiful. Crispy, crunchy, cooked pig skin, all the things I like about food all in one dish. That is amazing.
Okay, so what do you do with a whole cooked hog? In Cook's Tour, we've seen salad bars, tapas bars, and raw bars.
And this is the famous pig bar.
But a pig bar?
We have the trotters, as we call them, pigtails, the pig ears, and you gotta try the chitlins.
Yeah, if there's a buffet in heaven, it looks pretty much like that. Best pig foot I ever had. But I've had a fair amount of them. Problem with pork these days is they're pushing the whole lean angle. This is a very bad way to go as far as promoting the glories of pig. Little bits of crispy skin. And man, this is beautiful. Well, it's very much my philosophy, you know, if you're gonna kill a pig, you should eat every part of it. I mean, if a pig ever hunts me down and kills me, I hope that he uses every part.
Just when I think my investigation is over, I discover barbecue has battles within battles. Turns out in North Carolina, there's a barbecue civil war.
Okay, when you're talking about barbecue in North Carolina, you're talking about, well, two major significant styles. You got your East North Carolina barbecue, which is kind of a vinegary whole hog thing, and you got your Western or Piedmont Lexington style barbecue. And representing the West Side are Bill Eason and Jim Tabb.
Even in a real war, these guys would be useful. Jim is an ex-pilot, and Bill is an expert in blowing stuff up. But in the barbecue war, they're generals. I asked them what defines their territory.
Is it true what they say? Is it about shoulder here?
Shoulders.
Pretty.
And shoulder is a juicy piece of meat.
It's got more fat in the shoulder than the ham.
Okay, strategy number 1, moist shoulder meat.
Yeah, let's throw it on the grill.
Strategy number 2.
Direct heat. As far as we're concerned, direct heat is the way to cook.
That's right, direct heat. Instead of a separate firebox, these guys cook right on top of the flame.
About how long will these go?
Anywhere from 12 to 14 hours. Just fire them up.
But it still takes 14 hours.
The smoke's rolling now.
You ready, Tony?
That's pretty.
Could someone hand me a knife?
I know we won't need a knife. I'm furious if you need a knife.
Okay.
If you need a knife, you got roast pork.
Right.
See, it's just coming off the bone.
No reason to fret. Looks like a knife will not be needed.
Knife will not be needed.
And we're talking pulled pork. This is pulled pork as is. Looks mighty good.
Yeah, you can't resist it. Go ahead. I want to talk about
This is your sauce right here.
What do you do around here? You dip or you dress?
We're gonna dip the knife.
Okay. Hell with decorum. Dip.
Hey, hold on here. We're in North Carolina, and this sauce has tomatoes?
Traditionally, the people in Eastern Carolina thought tomatoes were poisonous. As they came west, they began to add tomatoes.
Little tomato.
Tony, what we got here is some pulled shoulder, some red slaw, and hush puppies.
Perfect. That's what it's all
Piedmont
about.
style barbecue.
I like it here. I like it here a lot. This is great. I'm getting the idea that barbecue is an endless learning process.
I mean, and I'll be the first to say, we don't know it all, but we feel like we do it in North Carolina like it was originally did. We were barbecuing when those people in Texas were chasing cows.
So, I've searched far and wide for America's best barbecue. Apologies to Memphis and St. Louis. What is my one absolute conclusion? Barbecue is not a cuisine, it's an obsession. But the barbecue debate should make us all proud. Barbecuers are free-thinking individualists. So show the world what you're made of, America. Put on that apron and light up those barbecues from sea to shining sea. Now, where can I find a salad bar?